Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has dispatched a federal government delegation to support Nigerian candidate Professor Tijani Bande at the United Nations General Assembly election. A statement by the President's Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu in Abuja, said the delegation was heading to New York ahead of the election of the presidency of the United Nations General Assembly scheduled to hold on June 4. Bande, who is the permanent representative of Nigeria to UN, will become the second Nigerian to be elected president of UNIGA after retired Major General Joseph Garba, who held the position between 1989 and 1990. Shehu disclosed that the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Mustafa Sulaiman, is leading the delegation, which includes Director General, National Intelligence Agency, Ambassador Ahmed Rufai Abubakar. Other members of the delegation include Executive Secretary, Petroleum Technology Development Fund, Dr. Bello Gusau, and Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Malam Shehu Garba. President Buhari is confident that Nigerian presidency of 74th section of the United Nations General Assembly will provide a unique opportunity for Nigeria to lead the global call to tackle the political, social, economic, and environmental challenges facing the world. Academic Staff Union of University ASU has shared its plan to embark on another round of strike. The union had announced it would down to press home its demand for the fulfillment of the agreement it reached with the federal government. ASU President Professor Biodun Ogunyemi addressed reporters in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, on the sideline of the Day of Tribute in honor of the late Professor Samson Olatunde Odulaye, a member of the University of Ilorin. The program, which was attended by members of Union Ilorin 49 and their family, was held at the deceased Adewale Estate home in Ilorin. Ogunyemi asked for the evidence from the federal government to show that the balance of the 25 billion naira in academic allowances earlier released to university has been the mainstream in the 2019 budget. Paying tribute to the late Odulaye, the ASU president urged Union Ilorin Authority to apologize to the family of the deceased and order vindicated by a Supreme Court judgment. Odulaye, a former ASU chairman at Union Ilorin, was 75. The day of the tribute, which was attended by the leader of ASU from the various branches across the country, was at instance of Union Ilorin 49. Former All Progressive Congress National Chairman John Odige Oyegun has blamed the crisis rocking the ruling party on his successor Adam Oshiomhole, who he said lacked the temperament to lead a political party. Oyegun, who spoke through his public affairs advisor Rie Murray, alleged that the national chairman was degrading and demarketing the party. He was quoted as saying, rather than to seek to bring in more people on board, Oshiomhole is rather chasing people out of the party with his style of his engagement. Murphy reacted to the reference to the state congresses conducted under the chairmanship of Odige John Oyegun at the genesis of the APC crisis. He said that the statement of Bobby Trapp by Oshiomhole is infertile, an attempt to drum up justification for the falling of the party under Oshiomhole chairmanship. Oshiomhole failed because he lacked the temperament that is required to run a political party. Already, the deputy national chairman has confirmed that the Oshiomhole run the party without recourse to the National Working Committee. He acted in direct opposite of the decision by the NWC. No minute of NWC meeting which in any event take place outside the party secretariat.
National Examination Council (NECO) has procured 8,000 units of biometric capturing machines to tackle identity theft and other irregularities during the exercise of May-June 2019 Senior Schools Certificate Examination (SSCE). It also procured 20 Hilux vans in an effort to speed up the distribution and delivery of its examination materials and address other logistic problems hindering the delivery on its mandate. Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Architect Sonny Echonu, who commissioned the vehicle and machines in Minna, Niger State capital, said the biometric capturing machines were essential to ensure the credibility of NECO exams. Echonu urged the management of NECO to ensure that the 20 pickups van are well maintained and utilized for the benefit of the nation and humanity.
I would also like to advise, it is one thing to procure vehicles like we have just witnessed, but it is also another to make sure that those vehicles are well maintained. I would plead with the management of the council to please work hard to ensure that these vehicles are well maintained. It is necessary because we are all aware of the scarce resources and the fact that it took us about 6 years from 2013 to 2019 to acquire additional vehicles. So we should cherish what we have been able to acquire with a view to ensure that they are utilized for the benefit of humanity. Once more, I would like to assure you of the continued support of the Federal Ministry of Education in your day-to-day assignment.
In his remark, the acting registrar, Abubakar Ghana, said the biometric verification machine and 20 Toyota Hilux van were purchased last year with the full approval of the governing board of NECO and Bureau for Public Procurement (BPP). He noted that NECO has saved over 2 billion naira through its prudent management of funds.
There is this lack of enough logistics, which really necessitated us to move a recommendation to the board, which was, positively approved, and all necessary procedures were followed before we embark on the purchase of these vehicles. So I am sure you agree with me that it is indeed a great feat, and it is for this reason that we are all gathered here to witness the inauguration or launching of these vehicles. By the grace of God, they will begin with this very SSC that we are about to commence, and inshallah it will be utilized to the fullest, and God will protect these vehicles, inshallah.
In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
Discover the tangible magic of our hospitality that is all about you. The Wells Cutting Hotel and Apartments is a surely fantasy-like journey into a glamorous world of pure luxury and gratifying indulgence. The Wells Cutting Hotel and Luxury Apartments offers guests a perfect blend of relaxation, business and pleasure, delicately infused to meet the highest international standards. It's first-class service at its finest. Our commitment to exceed your expectations means impeccable attention to detail, courtesy, and a genuine care for your every need. Located at number 8 Gadonasco Street off Jose Martin at Sokoro, Abuja, Nigeria. You can call us on +234 908 7561269 or visit our website at wellscutting.com. Upgrade your stay at the Wells Cutting Hotel and Luxury Apartments, an experience guaranteed to leave you breathless with longing.
Oyo State Chapter of All Progressive Congress (APC) has advised Governor Seyi Makinde to let his action be guided by the constitutional provision and the rule of law. Its Publicity Secretary Dr. Azeez Olatunde, in a statement, said APC viewed the statement credited to the governor that he will review all the appointment and promotion made by his predecessor, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, from March 11 to May 29 as ill-advised. APC viewed the decision of the governor as a reflection of the new government ignorance of the constitutional matter. The governor should know and be advised that all decisions made by Senator Ajimobi while within his constitutional right to do so as the sitting governor. His mandate only ended on May 28, and action taken while he held the mandate were within his right as governor and within the letters of the constitution. The statement read, "The party frowned at Makide's decision to reverse the promotion of the permanent secretary, but refused to reverse that of the head of the service, who incidentally is the wife of an ally of the governor." The Senate has called on the federal government and the Federal Ministry of Aviation not to consider downgrading Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu. The upper chamber also called for rehabilitation of the airport's runway for the safety of passengers and aircraft, completion of the new terminal building of the airport, and put it to use by local and foreign airlines. This following a motion co-sponsored by 15 senators from the Southeast, South-South, and North Central on the threat to downgrade Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu. Leading the motion, Senator Victor Ume, Anambra Central, said the upgrade of the airport was not only historic but made Easterners have a sign of relief and gave them a sense of belonging because Akanu Ibiam Airport is the only international airport in the entire southeast of Nigeria.
The Senate, aware of the threat by the former Minister of State for Aviation, Mr. Hadi Sirika, that the Akanu Ibiam International Airport will be downgraded because of what he considered as imminent dangers posed to air travelers by the presence of a nearby market, a state radio mast on the flight path of airlines that threatens the safety of incoming flights. Aware that the upgrade of the Akanu Ibiam International Airport was not only historic, but made Southeasterners heave a sigh of relief and gave them a sense of belonging. Worried that currently the airport has only one runway, which is in bad shape, haven't been patched, and lacks the second runway that should serve as an alternative in keeping with international standards.
Other lawmakers also took turn to support the motion.
The issue of this airport, Mr. President, is not about downgrading. We're talking about special amenities at this airport. I remember, Mr. President, my colleague Senator Otazi, sometime a few months back, brought a motion on the runway at Enugu, the bad condition or the lieutenant condition of that runway. What we are talking about is that as an international airport, there should be two runways. One, when one is bad or closed, the airlines use the other one. That's what we're talking about. That this Federal Ministry of Aviation should try as much as possible to ensure that the second runway at this Akanu Ibiam Airport is being constructed. In this modern age, Mr. President, I find it very funny that an international airport, have no source of water supply. We rely only on tankers and fire service vans. It's a very shameful situation, Mr. President.
The reality of Akanu Ibiam International Airport is not an airport that is simply used by the people of the Southeast. Once it is said this is an international airport, it's an airport for every person. And the strategic importance of that airport in the southeastern part of Nigeria is in the interest of all Nigerians. If there is any work to be done in an airport like this, it is important that issues like this be clearly addressed. Strategic airports located within the defunct regions in Nigeria should be given all the necessary consideration in terms of investment, funding, and equipment.
Put fully all that needs to be done to ensure that this airport is upgraded, even from where it is, not to talk about any form of downgrading whatsoever. No part of this country should be the backyard of the nation. Everywhere in this country we must put in the front to make sure that we have equal and balanced development. For we in Benue, Enugu Airport, in fact, is the closest to our state. We do not have an international airport. We have a military airport to which planes are restricted. Therefore, nearby airports like Enugu are very dear to us. And we must ensure that whoever is responsible for dealing with the quality of this airport must do their job. Attention has been drawn to those problems which the state government has removed, but the ministry itself must now look inward to ensure that they do what they ought to do to improve the airport so that it can be upgraded rather than talking about downgrading.
In his remark, Deputy Senate President also advocated adequate and effective service to air travelers to the southern part of the country.
The Senate in the Committee of the Whole considered the request of Mr. President, CNC of the Armed Forces of the Federation for the confirmation of Honorable Justice Musa Abubakar Sadiq as the President, Customary Court of Appeal, FCT Abuja, approved his nomination. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Thank you. The nomination of Justice Musa Abubakar Sadiq as the President, Customary Court of Appeal, FCT Abuja. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Justice Musa Abubakar Sadiq is for appointment as the President, Customary Court of Appeal, FCT Abuja, is hereby confirmed.
However, the Red Chamber adopted the additional prayer asking Minister of Aviation to return back to the Akanu Ibia International Airport, a generating set move to Port Harcourt Airport during a project commissioning.
Go, sir. Go. Gently, let's clap for them. Gently, gently, gently.
The Correspondent Hotel and Luxury Apartment sponsors 7th edition of Opepe Road Race. One of the luxury brands in the hospitality business in Nigeria, the Correspondent Hotel has shown more commitment in its effort on corporate social responsibility at the just concluded 7th edition of Opepe Road Race. The chairman of the Correspondent Hotel and Edo billionaire business mogul, Captain Osa Okumbo, called for more private investment to support the growth and development of sport in the country. He also said more investment in sport will have multiplier effect in all facets of the country's economy. He noted that not only will it boost the development of the local economy, it will also help in addressing some of the nation's security challenges, especially youth restiveness. Okumbo said it was this reason that his company took the decision to support the 7th edition of the annual 10-kilometer Opepe Road Race, while commending the organizer for sustaining the annual event for 7 years running. He said the race have capacity to boost the economy of the community around the area and the state in general. He, however, urged the organizer to ensure that the next edition is improved upon, as it is set its eyes in achieving the gold label status. According to him, everywhere they do marathon, the economy of the place bubbles, and with little time, this community will benefit immensely. It is something I encourage that we should all build together. Personally, I love sport. Whatever opportunity I have, I support sport. End of quote. Similarly, the managing director of Correspondent and Apartment, Georgine Odenwold, explained that as part of their corporate social responsibilities, the management decided to support sport development and growth in Nigeria. He said, and I quote, "Since we are into business that deliver excellence in the hospitality sector, we feel we can also deliver excellence in sport and promoting it." End of the quote. Adeniyi Fetayo, reporting for Ben TV, London.